welcome to the Air It Out Show. With them Air It Out girls. Hey, listen up. Listen up.
Welcome to the Air It Out Show. We the Air It Out girls.
Hey. And we are here with the beautiful, the talented, the lovely. What's your name is, girl?
Monique Lisa.
Yes. She is here with us live and direct. So for all of you who do not know, I am Cotton Candy.
And I am the Pink Panther.
Yes. And we have the lovely opportunity to have not only an actress, a writer, director, producer,
a mama,
and on and on and on and on, sitting next to us. Welcome to the Air It Out Show.
Thank you.
And she can also add talk show host and former rap artist.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. So let's let the people know all about her.
Every woman.
Yes.
Okay.
So, for the people who may not be in the know with Miss Monique Lisa, why don't you tell them a little background information, how you got your start?
You know what? I started, I think, gosh, I don't want to give the years away. I just started a while ago. A good while ago. I started out as a break dancer on the streets of New York. With the vinyl and the cardboard.
I think I seen some cardboard outside.
Yeah, some cardboard. I'm moving. And then from there, I started rapping, and that really came about because a good friend of mine, who's no longer with us, said, "Why don't you rap?" And I loved what I was hearing at the time in the early,
right?
So I just started rapping, and I did that for a long time, and I went from just regular rap to gospel hip hop. I was like one of the #1 gospel female hip hop artists, won awards and everything. So for like years, I did that. But I started writing at the age of 7. I started writing plays. I started writing film scripts. No one could tell me that I had
it wasn't dope, right?
It wasn't like the best thing you ever heard.
That's okay. You learn as you go, and look where you are now.
Yes.
And you about to find out.
That's right. She's about to air it out. All right, so you have the hip hop that influenced you in the early stages. When did you know that you also wanted to act?
I think acting just came with the territory. When I would write a play, I didn't always have someone for each part, so I kind of just jumped into it if it was necessary. It's not my first love in a sense. My first love really is directing, and I have 19 years of ballet under my belt. So can you imagine a hip hop dancer that raps and goes to ballet school?
I love it.
I know her.
So I kind of had all of that going. Yes. I kind of had that all going on at the same time. So it was weird, and born and raised in the Bronx. And so when you come home and you're on your block and you're hanging with your friends, you don't talk about ballet, and you don't talk about the things that you don't talk about. That's just your alter ego.
They made a movie about you. What was the movie with the girl? She was going to the school for ballet, and she did the
I know what you're talking about.
That one.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Was it Save the Last Dance?
Save the
Last dance. Right. Yeah. She was just a different nationality.
Right. It was a little different.
Well, you know they got to do that so that
right.
They didn't want to get sued. Right. Yeah. Switch up the story a little bit. They do that.
I'm getting royalty checks from that.
You should.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about that. So I did it all. I did it all. I loved doing it, but I think what really drove me was being able to put a production together. Mm-hmm. I think that's the one thing that's always stood out. I love the dancing. I love the acting. I love the singing. The singing wasn't really the strongest either because I would just love to listen. I love Minnie Riperton. I love Denise Williams. I love Shaka Khan. I'm dating myself, but yeah. I just love voices that sing, people that sing, and Roberta Flack, and just people that really gave it all. Whitney Houston, God rest her soul. That's what I love. That was my food. I love singing. Or I should say listening to them sing. But the writing always got me, the directing always got me, putting stories together. I'm a big storyteller. That doesn't mean I'm lying. It just means I like to tell stories.
Creatively.
Yeah, creatively.
Have you ever told them stories to get yourself out of something?
I still do. Like when I told you I was walking the other way, I was actually.
She was really parking.
I was at the graphics store.
And she plays the fifth on the grounds that this might incriminate her at a later date.
Her storytelling is now just for her works of art, which brings us to some of the things that you've currently been working on. You've been doing some plays and as film as well. So why don't you tell our Air It Out viewers about some of the film projects that you're involved in?
Well, the first full-length feature is Speed Suit. You ladies were at the premiere.
Yes.
Speed Suit is our baby. That's our full-length feature. It's about a young man who has to overcome bullying, but we also gave the bully a face. We gave a backstory to the bully, and it is, people don't just bully because a lot of times they have things going on, and it turns out that they start to act out what it is that they're going through. And we did a short film, which you ladies both know about, Emotion. That was also entered into the Nyack Film Festival as well. That's a piece. It's an anti-abortion piece. It's really talking about what do you really do when you're in that position, as opposed to what people say they're gonna do. Right. So really, that's what Emotion came down to. And working on another project, skipping from film to theater, All My Struggles. This is the sequel to All My Struggles. All My Struggles. This is The Wedding Plan. Okay. And we actually debuted this last year at the Apollo Theater, sold out all the shows, and now we're bringing it back because now I am the only person that's ever won the Shelley Garrett Playwright of the Year award.
Nice.
Wow. Let's clap it up for that.
And she's here with us. She's here with us airing it out.
On the Air It Out show.
Right.
All right.
Yes, so All My Struggles, the Wedding Plan, and this is the play that we actually performed in Chicago when we won, and 2 weeks prior to that when we won Play of the Year in North Carolina. Wow. So it's really been good, I should say, in terms of like the things that have been happening, and we got the 5 nominations at the DC Black Theater Festival. So the plays are really, that's my heart. Film is my heart. It's hard to really decide which one I love the most. That's like deciding which child you love. You don't tell them. You don't tell them who your favorite is.
Oh no, you don't have a favorite.
Yeah,
just one serves one purpose, and the other
I tell them. I tell my daughter, "You're my favorite daughter," and I tell my son, "You're my favorite son." And
that's creative.
I like that.
They're confused about that, but they
like,
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. They understand that, and that's just the way it is. So there's no favorite play. No. I would say that I love them equally, and they both have won awards. Both plays have won awards. We're up to nine nominations, and 7 out of the 9 we've won already. So we're excited about that.
Well, I would like to congratulate you on living out your dream from 7 years old to now. You know, it's just been a long road of you finding yourself and finding what your niche is. You know, and it's both on stage and actually behind the scenes.
Yes.
And I think that there's a lot of people out there in the world that work 9 to 5, like we do. You know, that can identify, but they're not living your life. So for them, you're probably inspiring some people to go and pick up some old dusty stuff that's on the laptop. Like, let me pick that up and see what's going on. I'm proud of you. This is something that, you know, that not just anybody can do. Just say, you know what, I'm going to bring my play back to the Apollo. Just to get the Apollo in general is like, wow. You know, so I'm really proud of you. You mentioned how much you love singing. Can we expect that when we see All My Struggles?
I wrote all the songs for the first one and for this one. Songwriting, that's one thing I can't get away from. I love writing. I wrote the title track. Actually, I wrote all the songs. So you will hear.
So wait, let's just run this down for our Air It Out viewers. She is a businesswoman, a producer,
a writer,
former actor, writer, dancer,
director,
all of these things, and she's still holding it together. Just had a birthday, turned 25, you know, and she's doing her thing. And today we just want to bring the people up to date on what's going on now. You have a play that's out called All My Struggles, The Wedding Plan. Why don't you give our people a little synopsis of exactly what it's about?
Okay, well, All My Struggles, The Wedding Plan is about a wedding that almost doesn't happen.
Okay.
The tagline is, what would you do if someone came and tried tried to sabotage the biggest day of your life, and where do you go from there? So it's a strong story. What I find is that the men really like this story because there's a lot of action in it.
Okay.
I write with men in mind because I know I've seen or I've gone to plays where the girlfriend is dragging the boyfriend or the wife is dragging the husband and he's asleep and I hear them snoring.
Right.
I'm like, okay, well,
How
this
can
is
I
not
entertain
good.
the men?
This is not good. So what I did, I really wrote with men in mind. What would they want to see? What kind of action? What is their mindset? If you're going, you want to enjoy it. It's just like if you go to a program for kids. For the most part, you're gonna wear your baseball cap and slide down in the chair. And that's what I do.
Right.
And I bring them to the movies.
Right.
But then when I go and I'm also entertained, I feel like, wow, I got my money's worth. And so that's why I really wrote with the men in mind for all my struggles, the wedding plan.
That's good.
That's just the way
You hear that, guys? I mean, you can come. You will
Come
be entertained.
out.
You will like
you
it.
will be entertained.
You're gonna see some awesome, fabulous people. Do you want to just let people know some of the actors that will be in this production?
Yes, we have Mr. Eric McKay in there.
Nice.
Mr.
Very
Steven
talented.
Strickland.
Stefanos
Very
Asteo
talented.
popping.
Yes,
Love
that's-
shout-outs
that's
to
the
both
script,
of
That's
you.
the script beast.
Yes.
We have Miss Anissa Chalmers.
Nice,
Yes,
nice.
Anissa's in there. And let's see who else is in there. Oh, after we have Mr. Kevin Brown from 30 Rock.
Yes.
We call him .com.
Yes.
He's hosting the show. He's on tour now, and he
Yes.
took the time out to come out and do this. And I really appreciate that because he has done some phenomenal stuff in the past. And, with comedy. Comedy is huge. I said that if I could make a living from doing comedy, I would do that because my friends think I'm funny. But would
But
a
that might,
stranger
right.
would a stranger pay to hear me talk about, whatever,
So
but
that's
there's some
great.
good people. There's some good people.
Kevin.com Brown of
Yes.
30 Rock TV series.
Yes.
I've seen him on there in other productions as well. So, he's also been Stewart's Films, productions,
Yes.
and things
Yes.
like that.
He did
Shout
The
out
Box.
to them.
Yes,
yeah.
he did The Box,
Emily and that whole team.
Yes.
This is great. It's all about networking and getting the word out. And this play is actually going to be January 12th.
January 12th, yes.
2013. I see you have a 7 p.m. showing. Is that the only showing?
That's the only showing. That's the
Okay.
only showing. We want to really pack that out. Our goal is to sell it out.
Okay.
Yes.
So you be there or be square, and don't be
Please.
square.
Yes.
Be a circle and bring somebody with you. Circle of friends.
Yes.
Yes, and this is
Circle
going to
of
be
friends.
at the Apollo.
The
Yes.
Apollo Theater.
And for those of you who want the box office number, it's 1212-531-5300. You can also go to Ticketmaster.com to get those tickets. And just come out and support a good production. You're going to have a comedian host. You're going to have some awesome actors, actresses, the whole ensemble of love.
That's
Go out
right.
and
And
have
a
a good time.
star-studded VIP section. We
Yes.
can't mention who's going to be
No,
there.
Yes, some
but,
special guests will be there.
That red
yes.
carpet is going to be very nice. Everybody want to be there.
So you
And
wanna
we're
definitely
launching
come
the
out.
TV show that night. So
Nice.
we will have,
yes, tell people about you. Also have a talk show.
Yes, we're going to be launching the Monique Lisa Talks TV show. We already have the first episode under wraps, and we have quite a few people that are going to be in that episode. So we'll be launching that night, and it's exciting for me because I think what happens is a lot of times you see artists and you hear their work, but you never hear their heart.
Exactly.
And I really want the people that I interview to hear their heart, to hear their heart. And a lot of times when an artist disappears, I always say that you don't really give your fans an opportunity to kind of catch up and see what's going on. It's okay to stop and have your family. It's okay to stop and give yourself a break. But when you disappear for a long time, people are kind of like, well, we bought your album.
Yeah,
we
right.
supported you.
We need
Where are
you to
you?
peek up
Where were
every
you?
now and then.
Exactly. So I try to look for artists that are just coming back out, and it's worked out well. I got a chance to see and talk to Tamia, the artist, and Tashina Arnold.
Beautiful voice.
Got to
Nice.
speak with
Love her acting.
Yes, yes. And
Actors,
Faith
singers.
Evans,
Shout out to you,
Yes.
Faith Evans, UHS
Yes.
alum. You know,
Yes.
get at
yes.
me.
She,
University.
I loved interviewing her. Yeah, I love her. She's so
She's
humble.
so down to
She's so
earth. We
humble. I
love
love
you,
it.
Faith. If
Yes.
you're watching, we love
Yes.
you.
You know, she knows. She knows. You listen. Don't let me have to bring out the high school pictures. You better come see me. Okay. Shout out to you, baby girl. So I'm excited about the talk show. I'm excited about the play, the films, everything.
Thank you.
Is there?
And we'll be there.
Yes, I know they will. They'll be in the VIP section.
That's
Yes,
right.
we'll be there.
That's right.
Come out.
Rubbing
network.
shoulders with other people.
That's right.
Doing like those. How you doing?
Exactly.
I think she might be there.
You never know.
You don't
So come
know.
out and support. The Apollo is always always the
That is
place to be.
There's
So
so
definitely
much
come
history
through.
there.
Yes.
There's so much history, and I think what happens is there are a lot of theaters throughout New York City, but that's the one place that has always showcased our people, and it has always given us an opportunity and a platform to aspire to be somebody.
Right.
And that's huge. You cannot step on that stage and not feel the presence of the people in the past. Michael
Exactly.
Jackson, the Temptations, the Four
James
Tops.
Brown.
I mean, I have pictures
All
of the
the world, baby.
Supremes, but I have pictures of the Supremes sleeping in the dressing room.
Wow.
I mean, you go all the way back, and I appreciate it because that's the one place where we were able to shine and say we made it, we did something.
So how did that feel to bring your play there?
It was an incredible feeling. I felt like I was stepping into the shoes of the people that came before me, and I was ready to go on that journey with them. And when they told me it was sold out, like the first show, the very first
Fall
show,
out and scream?
I couldn't breathe.
You were like, what? My
I
show?
couldn't breathe.
My
and
show?
then what happened in the middle of that first show, the box office said there's 11 seats left for your second show. So before the show was over, it was sold out. So that was surreal. That was just something like, okay, what just happened?
Yeah. You see that?
That's nice.
That's that.
Dreams do come true
Yes.
with hard work and perseverance and talent.
It does. Yeah.
So for those of you who are, scrolling through, I know you're gonna rewind this and press forward, play, and all that good stuff. Make sure you get this important date, which is January 12th. 2013 at 7 p.m. at the Apollo. At the Apollo on the January 12th.
Right, I like that.
So definitely come through. We have director Monique Lisa here with us in the AirItOut studios.
Loving it.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in. And could you let the people know if there's somebody that's out there going, I can act, I can write, I can do this. Just give them some type of inspiration to keep on keeping on.
Okay, the one thing I can say is that if you really want to do something, it doesn't even have to be entertainment. If you really want to do something, you should do a self-evaluation. Do you wake up thinking about it? Do you go to bed thinking about it? Do you talk about it? If it's something that is always on your mind, you should really look into what the next step should be. It could be any occupation. Entertainment just happens to be what we are, a part of what we do, but anything. You may be the person who discovers the cure for cancer. So don't sleep on your dreams, because the first part of the dream is you waking up and stepping into that reality. So it's important.
Awesome.
Now, if anybody wants to get in contact with you for any production or anything like that, is there a email address or?
Well, they can go to the website, which is MoniqueLisa.com, or they can go to ml@allmystruggles.com. Basically, what it is that just ML for Monique Lisa at allmystruggles.com, or Dream Achievers Productions at hotmail.com. Any of those vehicles, or my Twitter handle, Monique Lisa PRD.
Okay.
You can
Nice.
tweet me, and I do tweet back. I do try to keep in contact because I just
Look
think
at
that's
everybody
important.
calling you now,
Yes.
Monique. You just are busy. You're so busy.
You are a busy girl.
My goodness.
Listen,
Look,
please
all of these
hold
people
all
calling you.
inspirational questions and things until after this segment. I know you're trying to get in contact with her, but she just told you the different avenues in which you are to reach her.
I hope that's not my
Yes.
phone. That could be my phone.
It is your
And
phone.
if you definitely want to meet her and feel her vibe and see her creative work, come out on January 12th, 2013 to the Apollo Theater.
Yes, we will be looking for you. We will be,
Yes.
literally.
We'll see you there.
Yes. And so with that said, Miss Monique Lisa, you have been
Feel good.
you better get it.
AirItOut Show. With them AirItOut girls. Hey, listen up, listen up, listen up.